Our next startup from CA21, Trickle.
Hi, everyone. Meet Sarah. Sarah's 22 years old and recently graduated from one of the top business schools in Pakistan. Sarah just got her first professional role as a marketing associate. She got hired by a fast growing startup. For the first time, Sarah has started to generate monthly income. She has a reasonable salary, but isn't making a huge amount of money. So she wants to be prudent with what she does with the money. She has a few goals in mind. Sarah would like to save up for a car, or maybe take a trip with her friends abroad. She calls up her bank and decides to open a simple savings account. She already has an account at the bank, but the bank customer service tells her to physically visit the branch to complete the process. Sarah had to take time off from work to visit the branch, and they gave her a bunch of documents to fill out. Once that was done, there were more documentations to follow. Sarah found this entire process to be very cumbersome. It still took the bank about 3 days to open the account. Sarah did not understand the need to wait for so long just to do a simple account opening process. Now, every month, she manually transfers some money from her checking account where her salary is landed, and each month she transfers it to her savings account where she gets paid some returns. The amount of money lying idle in her current account continues to lose value due to rising prices of goods and services. Sarah decides that maybe she should invest. But where does she even start? She had no idea what to do, and there were too many options out there. Term deposits, stocks, funds, ETFs, futures, REITs. There were so many of them, and Sarah had no idea how to even compare them. What was even good for her? What would help her achieve her goals? She had no clue. Sarah found investing to be very complicated, and she did not decide to go ahead with it. We are Trickle. We help young professionals in Pakistan like Sarah to learn how to build a stable financial future in the simplest possible way while making it easy and accessible. And let me show you how we do this. Sarah starts off by downloading Trickle's app from Google Play Store. She enters her phone number and validates it via a one-time password to get into the app. Once she's in, to unlock all the benefits, Sarah has to do the KYC process. She starts by taking a picture of her government photo ID. The app parses all the required information automatically and pre-populates it. Next, she takes a selfie to validate against her ID, and she's done. While the account is under approval process, Sarah explores where she can save. Trickle simplifies these options for her, and she chooses the one with the lowest risk. She does that. She decides to start by putting in some initial amount in that fund. Sarah then becomes familiar with other features like goal-based savings. She decides she wants to set an ambitious goal and start to contribute towards it immediately. Apart from the initial contribution, Sarah also wants to keep contributing towards her goal consistently every month and save money as she spends. Last, Sarah enters her bank card details to link her salary account with Trickle. Now she can sit back and let Trickle do its magic. Sarah has now automated her savings and can track her progress and gains anytime she wants. Trickle gives her the visibility on her progress and helps her achieve her goals faster. Pakistan has a population of over 220 million people, and very few people actually invest in the stock market, less than 0.1%. Nearly 60% of the population is under the age of 30. There's an estimated more than 20 million Gen Z users online. And digitization of finance is really taking off in Pakistan. In last year alone, online banking grew 25% to hit 15 million users. Mobile wallets have exploded owing to COVID, growing 42% to hit more than 75 million accounts. And people are actually transacting digitally. Digital transactions grew up by a whopping 87% in the last year, total value coming up to 2.1 billion rupees. And as financial inclusion is on the rise, this is the perfect moment for players like Trickle to step in and empower the younger generation to participate in capital markets. Trickle keeps the process super simple and convenient so people can understand the risk they're taking and how they're saving without technical knowledge of saving and investing. We make the process super simple so that it's very easy for anybody to get started without having any kind of prior technical knowledge on investing to begin the process. Consumer can start building long-term wealth as soon as possible without having any prerequisites of prior information and expertise. I'm Haseeb, and I've had 2021 startup journeys in Pakistan. I was a member of the founding team of Dastagi, a B2B e-commerce platform in Pakistan. As head of product over there, I helped build the company's product stack and scale the product and engineering teams. Going on to raise over $4 million during peak COVID times and serving over 80,000 customers, generating over $5 million in monthly GMV. Before that, I did financial planning and strategy at Airlift, one of the fastest growing startups in the region, and helped build the finance function. Momin has expertise in scaling consumer applications and working as a growth lead at Lyft, a $16 billion Silicon Valley mobility company, working in the pricing function to move the company towards profitability. Previously, worked as a management consultant at PwC and as a master's from Carnegie Mellon University. Currently, our product is under development and set to launch in June next month. We've navigated and figured out the regulatory landscape, and we need no license to begin operations. In the fintech space, this means time to market has significantly reduced. We've signed a deal with one of the biggest asset management companies in Pakistan in terms of growth in assets under management to integrate with Trickle and provide the underlying safe instruments for investment for our customers to feel safe and secure with their money. Recently, we've launched a user waitlist for people to sign up for early access to the product and get exclusive benefits and perks.